Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Mighty Moon Astrology. This video is the February prediction for Aquarius Ascendants. Aquarius people, this is the month when you should quit smoking, quit gambling, quit drinking, quit all the bad habits. I will tell you how and why you should do this, and I will give you some simple remedies so that February becomes a little easier for you. So please watch the entire video. Before we dive in, I request you to subscribe the channel. This is a very new channel and all your subscriptions mean a lot to us. And also don't forget to press the bell icon so that you know about all our new uploads. I'm going to make solar eclipse and lunar eclipse videos specific to your ascendants, and I will tell you about the eclipses in details in those videos. And if you are looking for any personal consultation, then please communicate with us through the email address that is given on the screen, and we are going to help you. Now, Aquarius Ascendants, you are the king of AI. You are the king of artificial intelligence. You're the king of social media. Now, this month, Mars is going exalted in your 12th house. This is a different kind of month. You may have some bad habits, you may have some obsession. This is the month when you should try and you will be able to actually let go of these bad habits. It can be smoking, it can be drinking, over drinking, or it can be a very long screen time because you guys are really into technology. Maybe you're always on your laptop or your computer or on your phone. Maybe you wanted to limit your screen time for a while and you couldn't do it, and this is the time to do it. Let go of all the bad habits because right now you can. 12th house is the house of loss. What about the bad things that we lose? So when Mars goes exalted in your 12th house, this is the time to lose the bad things. So this is a very good time. Maybe if you want to quit smoking, you will not get the mental or physical strength to do it in some other time. Okay, but when Mars is exalted in your 12th house, you have the strength. So use this strength, the energy of exalted Mars in a positive way, and find out which habits and which practices are actually not being helpful for you and get rid of them. Okay, you just decide this time until February 23rd, Mars is exalted in your 12th house. During this time, if you just decide that you don't want to continue these bad habits anymore, you'll be able to just get rid of it. Okay, and now why I'm saying this, because Mars is your third lord. Third lord is courage, third lord is effort. So to be honest, every action was a thought once, right? You have to psychologically decide first. So if you got into smoking or over drinking or gambling or any other bad habit, psychologically you need to prepare yourself that you're going to let go of it. Okay, if you don't have the mental strength, okay, or a psychological clarity, then you will not be able to stop the activity. And Mars is your third lord, your lord of courage and effort. It is exalted now. So if you just decide, you already have the courage and you don't have to put in a lot of effort, you will be able to do it very easily and it will stay with you. Not only for this month, like you quit smoking for only month of February. No, it will actually stay with you for the rest of the life because 12th house is loss. And if you lose the habit of smoking, lose any bad habit, lose longer screen time practice, that loss will stay with you, and it's a positive thing. We don't want losses to stay with us, but this one we do, right? So it's a very good time. Just find out which is not, what activity is not actually serving you anymore, and decide to let it go. Okay, and there are a few other good things also about Mars going exalted in your 12th house. This is the time when you can plan to go abroad, or you can actually go abroad. Maybe some people were already planning. This is the time maybe they will actually take the flight and go away from home. Okay, and it will be a good thing. Don't worry if you feel like that, oh, I'm going away from my family. Don't worry about it. It will be a good thing. And another thing, if you're not planning, this is a good time to start the planning. Okay, until February 23rd, if you plan to go abroad, you will actually find opportunities and you will make a good plan, like which country to go, where to go, and what is the the visa type that you should apply for. These decisions will be actually good decisions if you take these decisions until February 23rd. Another good thing about Mars exalted in the 12th house is your enemies who are in your life in disguise of friends. They will come out. Their true face will come out. You will know that these people are not my friends. They just pretend to be my friends. Okay? So, this is a very good time to also pay attention to all your relationships, especially your friendships, and also keep a tab on your enemies. Whatever your enemies are planning against you, it will come to you. You will actually know somehow that this person, which you already know that is your enemy, your competitor, or someone that doesn't wish you well. But you will know that if they are plotting something against you. Okay. Now let's talk about Mercury and Venus meeting Rahu. On the 2nd of February, Mercury will move to your Lagna and meet Rahu. And on 5th of February, Venus will move to Lagna and meet Rahu. So 5th February onwards, you have Rahu, Mercury, and Venus in your Lagna. That is a very complex energy. Okay. So Mars is exalted. So if you take the right decision, to be honest, then Rahu will help you. We always say we are scared about Rahu and we always say that, it's a bad thing, it's negative energy and all that. But sometimes we actually need the obsession, we need the relentless trying, we need the motivation that I will not, accept defeat. Until I win, I'm going to keep trying. Rahu actually makes us do that. Okay, so Rahu in the Lagna, if you can somehow put this energy into positive activities, you have no idea what kind of result is going to come. Okay, now Mercury, your 5th and 8th lord, comes to Lagna. That means your romantic relationships, your relationships with your children, and your self expression is on you now. But it will be impacted by Rahu. Rahu is very powerful on the sky right now. So you can actually have a manipulative attitude towards the children and romantic partners, and in how you express yourself, you may actually try to manipulate people for your own gains. And Mercury is also your 8th lord. So the lord of so many issues and problems coming to the Lagna. But the thing is, Rahu will give you the capacity to fight with the 8th house issues, maybe some health issues, or maybe to stop some accident, or some accident actually may happen. We need to see your birth chart to understand your Rahu and Mercury energy, where they are sitting, and if there is any possibility of an accident right now. But I need you to be careful, and you need to understand what kind of energy you're feeling. If it is obsessive and if it is not making you feel good, that means Rahu has taken over and it is not a good energy. So I'm going to give you simple remedies that will help you to manage these things. But before that, let's understand that Venus, your 4th and 9th lord, coming to Lagna and meet Rahu. Now, in isolation, 4th lord and 9th lord comes to Lagna. It's a good thing because now your home, 4th house is your home, your relationship, your mother and your vehicles, your mental peace, your mind, everything is seen from the 4th house. And 4th lord coming to Lagna, that means it's dependent on you now. So if you want, you will be peaceful. If you want, you will have a good time in your house. So it's dependent on you. To be honest, all our happiness most of the time is dependent on other people or some event or something to happen. Most of the time, those things are not in our control. But when 4th lord comes to Lagna, that means it's dependent on you now. Okay? And 9th lord, ninth house is the house of dharma. 9th house is the house of your ethics, your father, your moral, your character, your personality, and how you deal with moral issues in life, and your fortune that you're supposed to get in this life without working for it. You just get it. So, ninth lord coming to Lagna, that means that you're going to get some fortune, bhagya, some gain, some financial gain, some property gains, or some position in your work, or in a social establishment. You can get some position very high on, and you can get some respected position. So all this can happen from ninth lord coming to Lagna. But Rahu is sitting there again. If you are powerful, if you have any power, you will have a tendency to, um, unethically do something, or do not care about or care much about other people's problems, and just think about your own self, and think about your own gains. Okay, so this is a critical time. I'm going to tell you the remedies in a minute. Before that, I want to tell you that Sun is sitting in your 12th house with exalted Mars until February 13th. And Sun is your 7th lord. So, this again looks like that maybe some loss in marriage, some issues with your marital partner, or if you have a business and a business partner, these aspects of life can get into trouble. But exalted Mars, as I said, that if you let go of bad habits, then to be honest, maybe ultimately it will help you to improve your marriage, the relationship with your spouse. So use the energy of exalted Mars, so that Sun and Ketu is actually sitting in your 7th house. So you are probably having some issues with your marriage and your spouse. And if you have a business, the business maybe is struggling. So trust me, if you let go of the bad habit, suddenly you will see that, some profit will come. Your relationship with your business partner, your relationship with your business colleagues, and your relationship with your husband and wife will get better, will improve. Okay, so use the Martian energy to deal with the problems that you were supposed to get. Okay, and then Sun moves to your Lagna on February 13th, and on February 17th, Sun gets eclipsed by Rahu. As I said, Rahu is very powerful right now, and Sun gets eclipsed in your Lagna can be a difficult time. I'm going to make a solar eclipse video, and I'm going to tell you the details there. But for now, what I want to warn you that the month of February has a very complex cosmic energy. We have solar eclipse coming up on 17th of February and lunar eclipse coming up on 3rd March. And 28 days before the eclipses, the entire world, entire universe actually experiences an energy shift. For better or for worse. It's going to be different for everybody and different parts of the world. So before the eclipse, it's a difficult month to go through. We actually are so busy, we don't really sit down and try to connect with the cosmic energy. If we did that, then it wouldn't be so difficult, but it is difficult for us. Okay, with the heavy, work schedule, and we're so busy. So what we can do, at least, that we can be careful. Okay, so during February, it's a complex energy. Please be careful. And now let's talk about the remedies which will actually help you to make your February a little better. Okay, so the universal remedy for the month of February for everybody is to exercise. As I said, exalted Mars have a very heated energy, and it can go either way. So if we exercise, we go to the gym and do some heavy weightlifting, or if we run, then we are actually spending the negative energy, and we will be left with the positive energy to enjoy. Okay, so exercise is the best solution for this month for everybody in the world. Okay, and the next thing I want you to do is that donate something, however much you can, whatever money, whatever amount of money is okay for you to donate. It doesn't matter how little or how big is the amount. Okay, but donate something to a rehabilitation center. Mm. Um, Most effectively, it will help if you can find the rehabilitation for drug addiction. Okay, as I said, that this is the month for you to let go of the bad habits. Now, if you help a charity or a rehabilitation center who help people to get rid of the bad habits, or more seriously, the addiction of alcohol addiction or drug addiction, then it will help you to deal with your life better and get rid of the bad things that is actually ruling your life. Okay, so in February, and in the upcoming solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, this donation will help. This donation is not only for this month, to be honest. If you do this donation, if you make this donation, then you're going to get the fruits for the rest of the year. Okay, so that's all I wanted to tell you, Aquarius Ascendants, about February. And thank you very much for listening to my video, and I will see you in next video.